Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Lieutenant Colonel Douglas Johnson, the 242 Combat Communications Squadron Commander, we pay special tribute to honor Master Sergeant Stacy M. Painter on the occasion of her retirement from the Washington Air National Guard. Throughout the ceremony, you'll be given cues to stand or be seated at the appropriate times. As a reminder, during the national anthem, military members should stand at attention and civilian guests may place their right hand over their heart. I am Senior Master Sergeant Marvin D. Tucker, and I'll be your narrator. We are honored to have with us as our presiding official for today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Christine Wright, 136 Communications Squadron Commander and former commander of the 242 Combat Communications Squadron. Sharing this special occasion today are family and friends, senior officers, and fellow airmen. Please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. We are extremely honored to have in attendance Sergeant Painter's family, which includes her husband Caleb and two sons, Nathan and Daniel, her mom, Bonnie, and stepdad Gary Emch, her dad Cliff, Walter, and stepmom Mary, her aunt Terry Nelson, Chelsea Toa, friend and cousin, Donnie and Val Nesbitt, uncle and aunt, Carol Kleberg, mother-in-law, Julia Hall, friend, Bronwyn and Bob Worthington, friends, Lynn Ellis, friend, Brenna Snodgrass, friend, Janie Hannon, friend, Kelly and Charlie Organ, friends, Sherry and Bill Heeb, friends, Dino Montoya, friend and retired Master Sergeant, United States Air Force, Melissa Neese, friend and retired Tech Sergeant, United States Air Force, Renee Teston, friend and retired Master Sergeant, United States Air Force, Gladys Shiree, friend and retired Master Sergeant, United States Air Force, Ken Robinson and his wife Barbara, friend and retired Master Sergeant, United States Air Force, Jen Lundberg, friend and retired Senior Master Sergeant, United States Air Force, Katie Anderson, friend and retired Senior Master Sergeant, United States Air Force, Christy Young, friend and retired Master Sergeant, United States Air Force. Stacy Painter would also like to welcome our distinguished visitors in attendance today. Please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. The commander of the 141st Air Refueling Wing, Colonel James McGovern. The command chief, 141st Air Refueling Wing, Chief Steve Webster. We would also like to welcome all commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, retirees, co-workers, and friends of the 242 Combat Communications Squadron, the 256 Intelligence Squadron, and all members of Team Fairchild, including the 141st Air Refueling Wing. A retirement ceremony represents the culmination of a distinguished career in service to the United States and is one of the oldest traditions of military service. It is meant to honor those who have served their country upon separation from duty. And at times like these, we pause to reflect upon their careers. The airman we honor today has been a part of the armed forces for over 29 years. Today, the Washington Air National Guard and the United States Air Force must say farewell to a devoted daughter. She leaves behind a legacy of service and a tradition of giving that we will sorely miss. How does a grateful nation reward so many years of faithful service? The Washington Air National Guard and those of us who remain on duty offer gratitude and this small ceremony as a token of our appreciation, along with the promise that we will continue in the proud traditions you have set before us. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the entrance of the official party, the presentation of colors by the 141st Honor Guard, and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Master Sergeant Callie Bryan, followed by the invocation given by Senior Master Sergeant retired Jennifer Lundberg.
Stand by. Colors. Attention put. Forward arms. Forward march. Colors. Colors turn. March. Present. Arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Forward arms. Step.
Let's bow our heads. Our loving Father in heaven, we ask for your presence in today's ceremony and beyond. We are so humbled by you and your love for us. We lift up everyone in attendance and those who could not be here. We ask that you would remain in all of our hearts as we celebrate our dear friend Stacy. Thank you for the loving support of Caleb, Nathan, and Daniel. With them, Stacy has been given the strength and ability to show up with a heart of commitment and a presence of peace. Today, as they leave the base, let them feel overwhelmed with gratitude and knowing they have done their part well. Finally, I lift up the beautiful friend and colleague we are here to celebrate. I thank you for Stacy, for her embodiment of Colossians 3:23-24, as she worked every day to your glory. Let her timeless efforts of living out your word remain with everyone as she takes off her combat boots and puts on her hiking boots. In your name we rejoice. Amen.
Thank you, Honor Guard, Master Sergeant Kaylee Bryan, and Senior Master Sergeant Jennifer Lundberg. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the presiding official of today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Christine Wright.
Well, first off, I want to start with thanking Master Sergeant Painter's family and friends for coming out to celebrate this momentous occasion. I also want to thank retired Senior Master Sergeant Lundberg for her prayer and Master Sergeant Callie Bryan for the rendition of the national anthem. And sir, thank you for coming out to help us celebrate this as well. We appreciate you coming. So today I want to start off with addressing Master Sergeant Painter's family first, because we know as airmen that the ones who are affected most by our service is our families. And so I want to tell you, Caleb and Nathan and Daniel and your other family members here with us today, that we appreciate your sacrifice. We appreciate all the many weekend barbecues and birthday parties and summer trips she wasn't able to attend because she was at drill or at AT. We know it's not always a 9-to-5 job, Monday through Friday, and we really appreciate your support of this airman so she was able to do what needed to be done for the many, many airmen that she has supported throughout her career. So as I was preparing to talk about Sergeant Painter and her career today, I tried to organize my thoughts, and I naturally went to the core values and how Sergeant Painter embodied those. Service before self, excellence in all we do, and integrity first. And she does embody all of those attributes. But after she sent me her bio, I realized that there are a few attributes of hers that I'm sure I'm not the only one who noticed, and I wanted to call those out today. The first key attribute of Master Sergeant Painter is that she is so funny. So I'm going to read you a couple of things from her bio that she sent me. So she joined the United States Air Force in September of 1995 and spent 6 glorious weeks at Lackland Air Force Base in Texas for basic training, where she became no stranger to the many kind and polite drill instructors. They quite often pulled her 341, as in her Air Force Form 341, the discrepancy form that she was required to carry at her cargo pocket at all times to provide her immediate feedback on her latest discrepancy. And it seemed like every meal she was summoned to the dreaded snake pit, where she quickly gave a reporting statement and was strongly encouraged to eat a dessert at every meal starting with the second week of training. What seemed like overnight, every drill instructor knew her as Skinny Minnie Walter. However, true to Master Sergeant's fine fashion and generous offering of sarcasm, she signed every letter sent back home with the statement, "It's a wonderful life." After that fulfilling experience, she was off to Keesler Air Force Base for technical school, where Sergeant Painter learned to be an information manager. Her first duty station was Whiteman Air Force Base. Where is that, you might ask? It's located in the Show Me State. Yep, Knob Noster, Missouri. Population 640 at the time. The best part about being at Whiteman Air Force Base and living in that thriving metropolis was that it is the home of the mighty B-2 bomber and the starter for some lifelong friendships. After 2 years at Whiteman Air Force Base, she volunteered to go to Osan Air Base, South Korea, on a 1-year remote assignment, working in the 303rd Intelligence Squadron, and ended her active duty career there, all before joining the 141st ARW in April of 2020. So working with Sergeant Painter, you realize what a dry wit she has, and she uses it to great effect, just slyly slipping it in. Sometimes you don't even realize you've been zinged until she's walked away. So to me, that is a key attribute of Master Sergeant Stacy Painter. The next key component of Sergeant Painter is courage. And when I talk about courage, it is not only in her personal life, where she would tell me stories about going camping and hiking on this really skinny trail on the side of a mountain where you could plunge to your death in the crevice of death. There's that one. It's also courage in her convictions and her willingness to speak truth to power. Sergeant Painter demonstrated to all the airmen who served with her that courage is doing the right thing every time. I appreciate her gently guiding me back to the path when I let my temper get the best of me. And I know she taught a lot of airmen the same thing, just by being who she is and how she handled things. But the plunging to her death part, I'm still in awe of. The last attribute I want to talk about with Sergeant Painter is her genuine friendship, or as a great wingman, to use the Air Force terminology. You can just look around and see how many people she has touched and how many good friends she has kept with her positive attitude, her listening ability, and her non-judgmental attitude. Now, I am sure she would tell you she didn't do anything spectacular or outstanding, and maybe she didn't save any kittens and she didn't climb Mount Rainier, but she gave 29 years of service to the Air Force and the Washington Air National Guard, and I am grateful to her for her service and her sacrifice. I am honored to be here today to help her celebrate the beginning of the next chapter and the more exciting adventures that are awaiting her. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Wright. Master Sergeant Painter, please come forward and join Colonel Wright for the presentation of the Meritorious Service Medal and remain standing for the publishing of the retirement order. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Attention to orders. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 16 January 1969, has awarded the Meritorious Service Medal, 1st Oak Leaf Cluster, to Master Sergeant Stacy M. Painter for meritorious service 1 April 2020 to 30 June 2025. Master Sergeant Stacy Painter distinguished herself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States as the Command Staff Support Chief from 1 April 2020 to 30 June 2025. During this period, Sergeant Painter revitalized and managed over 100 Commander Support Staff programs encompassing all personnel, finance, security, travel and orders processing for 169 personnel. Her expertise and dedication enabled 100% successful execution of 1,823 individual orders, ensuring travel for 327 personnel and $224 million of authorized funding with 0 discrepancies. As the unit security assistant, Sergeant Painter initiated and reviewed 56 personnel packages and ensured 100% proper security vetting. In addition, Sergeant Painter orchestrated 18 distinguished visitors, 77 promotions, and 31 retirement ceremonies, ensuring 100% adherence to protocol and Air Force ceremonial traditions. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Master Sergeant Painter culminate a long and distinguished career in the service of her country and reflect great credit upon herself and the United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel Wright will now direct the publishing of the retirement order.
Publish the order.
Department of the Air Force, Reserve Order Number Whiskey Alpha 007, Master Sergeant Stacy M. Painter is relieved from her current assignment with the 242 Combat Communications Squadron, Washington Air National Guard, Fairchild Air Force Base, Washington, and assigned to the Reserve Retired Section. Retired effective 30 June 2025 in the grade of Master Sergeant. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. At this time, Master Sergeant Stacy Painter will be presented with the Certificate of Retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America. It reads, Certificate of Retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America to all who shall see these presents greeting. This is to certify that Master Sergeant Stacy M. Painter, having served faithfully and honorably, was retired from the United States Air Force on the 6th day of April, 2025. Signed, Major General Duke Parak, Acting Director, Air National Guard. Colonel Wright, Sergeant Painter, please be seated. At this time, the Honor Guard will fold a flag to be presented to Master Sergeant Stacy Painter. For more than 200 years, the American flag has been the symbol of our nation's unity, as well as a source of pride and inspiration for millions of citizens. Born on June 14, 1777, the Second Continental Congress determined that the flag of the United States be 13 stripes, alternating between 7 red and 6 white, and that the Union be 13 stars, white in a blue field representing a new constellation. Between 1777 and 1960, the shape and design of the flag evolved into the flag presented before you today. The 13 horizontal stripes represent the original 13 colonies, while the stars represent the 50 states of the Union. The colors of the flag are symbolic as well. Red symbolizes the hardiness and valor. White signifies purity and innocence. And blue represents vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Traditionally a symbol of liberty, the American flag has carried the message of freedom and inspired Americans both at home and abroad. In 1814, Francis Scott Key was so moved at seeing the Stars and Stripes waving after the British shelling of Baltimore's Fort McHenry that he wrote the words to the Star-Spangled Banner. In 1892, the flag inspired Francis Bellamy to write the Pledge of Allegiance, our most famous flag salute and patriotic oath. In July 1969, the American flag was flown in space when Neil Armstrong planted it on the surface of the moon. Today, our flag flies on the constellations of the Air Force satellites that circle our globe, and on the thin flash of our aircraft in harm's way in every corner of the world. Indeed, it flies in the heart of every airman who serves our great nation. The sun never sets on our U.S. Air Force, nor on the flag we so proudly cherish. Since 1776, no generation of Americans has been spared the responsibility of defending freedom. Today's airmen remain committed to preserving the freedom that others won for us for generations to come. By displaying the flag and giving it a distinctive fold, we show respect to the flag and express our gratitude to those individuals who fought and continue to fight for freedom at home and abroad. Since the dawn of the 20th century, airmen have proudly flown the flag in every major conflict on land and skies around the world. It is their responsibility, our responsibility, to continue to protect and preserve the rights, privileges, and freedoms that we as Americans enjoy today. The United States flag represents who we are. It stands for the freedom we all share and the pride and patriotism we feel for our country. We cherish its legacy as a beacon of hope to one and all. Long may it wave. At this time, we'd like to invite Caleb to the stage to receive the Spousal Certificate of Appreciation for your support and dedication to the service of this state and nation. It reads, Certificate of Appreciation for the United States Air Force. In grateful appreciation, the United States Air Force presents this certificate of recognition to Caleb W. Painter for the commitment and numerous contributions that made positive impacts to the nation's defense. Thank you for the support which gave strength and purpose for your spouse's service. Given the 6th day of April 2025, signed Major General Duke Parak, Acting Director, Air National Guard. Nathan and Daniel, will you please come forward to join your mom and dad for a gift and the retirement pin presentation? We understand that each of us is here only with the strong support of our families. At this time, your mom would like to present a small token of her appreciation for your constant support of her service to our state and nation. The retirement pin is presented at the retirement ceremony to signify membership in an elite organization of men and women that have served the United States Air Force and their country with pride, honor, and distinction in wartime and peace. At this time, I'd like to ask Caleb to place this pin on Master Sergeant Painter's left lapel to symbolize transition from active to retired status. I only ask that you be careful and make sure you pin the correct side. Incorrect placement is a 4-year additional commitment.
No pressure. Make sure it's true.
Thank you, Caleb, Nathan, and Daniel. At this time, Master Sergeant Painter's husband, Caleb, and sons, Nathan and Daniel, would like to present to you your shadow box. A shadow box culminates a military member's career. Enclosed is what's known as the military member's most honored and cherished possession, the United States flag. The flag which you have so proudly served and so honorably defended. The flag which we honor and serve under is a true emblem of our unity, our thoughts, our power, and purpose as a nation. Accept it, protect it, guard it, and ever remember that the young men and women you have trained, guided, and inspired will follow in your footsteps and defend it with equal pride. On this occasion, we consider we have lost a true leader while society has gained a fine citizen. Thank you, Caleb, Nathan, and Daniel. You may take your seats. At this time, members of the 242 Combat Communications Squadron would like to present Master Sergeant Painter with a token of their appreciation.
We know how hard the CSS works and how stressful it is. So we want to make sure that your retirement in a relaxing way with the friendship. So thank you for everything that you've done to take care of our people. And I wish you all the best. One more thing.
From the Booster Club, we'd like to thank you, Sergeant Painter, for everything that you've done for us, the mentorship that you've shown us, and the guidance that you still give. This is a picture book of Stacy from the time she was a little airman to her retirement. So if anybody gets a chance, please come up and sign this. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, Sergeant Painter.
Chief Puzicki will present Master Sergeant Painter with a gift from the top 3 organization.
Do you want them all up? It's 2 gifts. Because Sergeant Painter couldn't determine which adult beverage was her favorite. It was a mix between screwdrivers and red wine. So we just got you the best of both. Sans orange juice. You're on your own for that one.
Chief Puzicki and Chief Brennan will also present Master Sergeant Painter with a Chief's coin.
I know I had to come back up. This is my first time doing this, so it's pretty eventful for me. Sergeant Painter has never, ever once let me down. Anything I've ever asked her to do, she's done with grace, poise, and efficiency. So just wanted to say thanks for everything. We're so going to miss you around here. And it's from the Chiefs Group of Fairchild, so thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you for the first time Master Sergeant Stacy Painter, United States Air Force, retired.
Doesn't want to go that low. That's really unfortunate. Can everyone hear me okay? Yes? Okay. Well, this is a little surreal moment. I've spent a lot of hours pondering what I would say when this moment came. And without my script, honestly, I don't know what I would say. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for all who have supported me in my career, encouraged me, held me accountable, challenged me, sometimes pushed my buttons. all of which benefited my career, by the way. While I cannot possibly thank everyone individually, please know that I'm deeply grateful for every one of you in this room. You all have touched my life, whether you've realized it or not, and I am truly thankful for all of you. First and foremost, I thank God for giving me the strength every day for the past 29 years. His faithfulness, mercy, and grace have been endless. I could not have served a day without him. To my husband, Caleb, thank you for your incredible, unwavering support. Countless sacrifices that you've made, the hard work and dedication you put into everything, and for the thousands of prayers over the years. I honestly could not have done it without you. I am thrilled to begin this new chapter of our life. Today is not about the past, but it's about a new beginning. I can't wait to see what adventures await us. I love you so much. Nathan and Daniel, I'm so proud of the young men you have become. I'm excited to spend more time with you. Thank you for your support, endless love, and joy that you bring to my heart every day. Gary, thank you for your support, advice, and encouragement you've given me over the years. Thank you for the push to join the Air Force. Without that push, I would have missed out on one of the best decisions and adventures I've ever had. Thank you also for your dedicated service to our country. Mom, I see those tears. I admire your strength and courage. Thank you for your unconditional love and support over the years. You are one of the most amazing people I know. And summiting Mount Rainier at least twice is quite a testament to that. Dad and Mary, thank you both for being here today. It means so much to me. Dad, thank you for your 33 years of service on the police force. Your example taught me that service and giving back are quite an honor. Aunt Terry, thank you for being here today. I love you more. Sorry, there's a long list of thank yous. I'll get to my other parts here shortly. Bill and Sherry, my second family. Love you so much, and thank you for being here. Jen Lundberg, thank you for your countless prayers and wisdom over the years. You're a blessing to me, and I cherish our friendship. Gladys, you are thank you for your encouragement, advice, and friendship over the years, and knocking me back into reality when I needed it, which was a lot. You are a blessing, and I'm thankful for you. Thank you for being here today. June Lee, I don't see you out there, but I know you're there somewhere. You're stronger and braver than you know. It's been a privilege working with you. Ron Peck, Chief Warrant Officer Peck. Rob, I loved your many reactions to the office pranks, mainly played on you. The random photos of you plastered everywhere, the confetti explosions in your office while you were gone. While my conveniently timed leave of absence may have suggested otherwise, I assure you, any resemblance to my involvement or my co-conspiracies is purely coincidental. Seriously though, I'm gonna miss you. Nick and Isabel Farber, you have both been amazing, and I treasure our friendship. Thank you, Isabel, for your laughter and the many strong hugs over the years. Nick, thank you for your support and wisdom over the years. I've loved serving with you. Ken and Barb, thank you both for being here, for your endless prayers, support, love, and friendships for the past 13 years. Even though you abandoned me the last 6, you're still a huge blessing, and I love you both. Lieutenant Colonel Wright, it's my payback time now. I admire your strength, courage, and resiliency. I have appreciated your mentorship and want to thank you for not firing me when you could have had so many opportunities to. Thank you for flying up here and officiating my ceremony. It means a lot to me. Brenda Snodgrass, Katie Anderson, and Janie, otherwise known as Nip, thank you for your support and your treasured friendship. You have helped me through these last few years more than you'll ever know. Thank you everyone who helped me make the ceremony so special. Marv Tucker, Derek Aldrich, Rusty Kelm, Diana Davis, Joe Hembrook, Ian Shirey, and especially just all the work everyone put in to make this day special for me. I will miss serving in the military. However, what I will miss the most are the people. I cherish those who have supported me and challenged me, those who have taught me the hard but necessary lessons, those who stood by me when it was difficult to stand tall, and for those who helped me back up when I fell. I'll remember the perfectly timed text, the simple hi, or how are you doing? Those are the things I will cherish and I will remember. What I won't miss are the phone calls or the text messages that start with, "Sorry to bother you on your weekend, but we have several members detained by OSI and thought you needed a heads up as a security manager." People will always remember how they made you feel. Thank you for making my time here memorable. It's been an honor to serve alongside you today. As I hang up my uniform for the last time, I do so knowing I served with the best and that the military remains in capable hands. Thank you to my family, friends, and colleagues from the 141st and the 194th Wing for taking the time to be here today. It means the world to me. For those who would like to celebrate afterwards, please join me at the VFW in Airway Heights. God bless you all. It's a wonderful life.
Master Sergeant Painter, the men and women of the Air National Guard are proud to have served with you. Your knowledge, wisdom, dedication, and friendship will be sorely missed by all. We wish you well as you begin this new chapter in your life. Lieutenant Colonel Wright would like to ask everyone to join her in congratulating Master Sergeant Painter and her family for their many contributions to the defense of our country through a receiving line and light refreshments immediately following the ceremony. Please remain standing for the departure of the official party. This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you for attending and have a blessed day.